It's the 3rd of June 2020 and day 79 of my self-isolation period. And let's get this out of the way first of all. You haven't seen this one, came across this one. No, I don't wear it during the day normally, not a spunky thing like this. But I did occasionally used to wear it in the evening when I was gigging with a band that did 70s cover material. Actually, I'm going back in time. The current band does do some 70s stuff. It also does a lot of 60s stuff. But obviously not gigging at the moment. When will we see those days again? Who knows? Okay, so let's get the historical record stuff done, shall we? They announced 359 deaths of coronavirus in the UK today within 24 hours, making a total of 39,728. Okay, the chart that shows our testing mysteriously disappeared from Downing Street's daily briefing after the head of the NHS Test and Trace system, Baroness Dido Harding, refused to reveal how many tests were completed within 24 hours when she was grilled by Jeremy Hunt. Well, yes, she wouldn't commit. Well, she just wouldn't give a number and said that she simply said that the numbers had not been validated. Mind you, Jeremy Hunt, I don't know what you think, but since he's not been in the cabinet, he seems to, and free to speak his own mind, I suppose, suddenly seems to be a bit more credible. It's uncanny. But he still looks a bit mad in the eyes department there. They're very starey, like that. Anyway, yeah. I told you that Suzanne got back on the register with a view to doing the test and trace thing, but she received a message today saying that they'd got as many as they needed and they weren't going to use her at the moment. Okay. And they did say something on the TV that they managed to investigate 40%. They managed to contact 40% of the people they were required to test and trace, but of those, only 30% gave tracking details. So it's basically managing to catch up with a bit over 10%, I think. I think that's right. Okay. The other news, big thing in the news, is protests in the USA about George Floyd being killed continue. Violent protests, there's looting. Trump continues not to make things any better. He made a point of saying that when he went to the bunker, he was just checking it out. He wasn't hiding. He was just checking it out. Down there, just for a second. Then he came back. Yeah. Okay. There's been some protests here in this country as well. And, I mean, yeah. With Stephen Lawrence and what's that other chap's name? Duggan. I mean, I understand. I do understand the Black Lives Matter thing. Okay. What about today? Well, it was the end of the sun and the warmth. Today was overcast and a bit rainy. Terry told me that it was going to rain for 17 hours. It didn't seem to do that, and the rain was not torrential, but, you know, it wasn't particularly nice. So I stayed inside. Suzanne did a sterling job of hoovering and cooking, and when it wasn't raining, she was outside weeding. And while she was doing that, I was inside, and I had to do admin. Partly to do with my stepfather, going through the mountains of stuff that I've got, looking for different things that might need some sort of action by me or by my stepbrother Nick. Partly that. And the other part was to do with a final salary pension scheme thing that I really should have heard about before my 65th birthday, but they didn't manage to get it to me until the end of May. And they sent me this massive great big leaflet, and I had to scan everything and send it to my independent financial advisor. I mean, that's dull as ditch water to tell you that, but it had to be done. So I did it, it's done. Hopefully he's got it, we'll hear from him. I mean, it'll give me a little bit more income. It's not enough to live on, but, you know. I read the paper for a bit. Sorted out some books and magazines, rejigged my bookcase a bit. Yeah. Oh, I also scanned some stuff, or photoed some stuff, to do with that, which is for my sister. And I sent her some numbers from it. And she said, I don't even know what that is. It's brilliant. She receives dividends straight to her bank account. I mean, I've got exactly the same. Absolutely exactly the same. Exactly the same amount of, do you call them shares? They're in a fund. Exactly the same dividends. The dividends are not going to set the world on fire. £4 one month, £3 another month, £6 another month. Anyway, there you go. She didn't remember it, but it's there. And that's been my day. That has been my day. I did watch the programme. Was it on Channel 4? Basically about, did the government mess up over coronavirus? I mean, I suppose you have to say yes, but it would have been pretty hard for any government not to. Possibly. I mean, obviously some governments have done better in the world, particularly New Zealand, it would seem. Greece seems to have done pretty well, and considering they haven't got any money, well done them. And then I cheered myself up by watching an episode 2 of Series 9 of Taskmaster, which is always good fun. And that has been my day. Now, Suzanne's been asking me how much longer I'm going to keep doing this. And I said to her that it had been my intention to do a vlog. Should we call it a vlog? Let's call it a vlog. It was my intention to do this vlog for the 12 weeks self-isolation. How did I cope with self-isolation? But we all know now that my self-isolation has not been as strict as it has been for many, because I've just had to go out sometimes, to the hospital, to the pharmacy, but I've also been to the park and seen my daughter when it was her birthday, and went to a friend's yesterday for a meal, Thank you. And, you know, it hasn't been as strict as it might have been. I have, however, tried to be sensible. So it's not been quite the test of my mental state that I thought it might have been. But anyway, it's day 79. So 11 sevens are 77. So I'm in the 11th week. Now, okay, I started a week early, so I should probably go to 13 weeks. But anyway, it won't last much longer, this vlogging. Same thing applies to this, really. I mean, to be honest, I was growing this for the 12 weeks. I've grown to quite like it. Suzanne's not so keen. So, there. Who knows? It may go. Anyway, that's it from me. I'm going to say bye-bye for now. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.